my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. And for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is going to be a tag video, and it's going to be the part-time YouTuber tag, which so applies to me. Yeah, and that's why I want to do it, and I love tags, so yeah, what can I do? So this tag was actually created by Map Beauty. That is Monica AP, that's her YouTube name. I don't know her, but I saw this tag done by Karen Harris, which is actually a new YouTube friend of mine, and I'm going to leave her and also of course Monica's channel down in the description box, so if you want you can go and check them out. Karen is so sweet. I like her, how she's, you know, she's one of these people who like have a genuine smile, and I just need that so much, you know, and she's like so sweet in the way she speaks and so natural, and you know, it's just the way it is, like this kind of a thing. So I really like that. So I've been watching her a lot lately, and I'm subscribed to her, and anyway, so yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, so that is questions. How many questions are there? It's 8 questions about being a part-time YouTuber, and yeah, so let's just go in with the first question. So what is your main gig? Do you work full-time? Are you a student, a parent? Spill the beans. Yeah, I am a more than full-time parent. If you're not new here and you don't know, I have 7 children that are like, I had 7 children in 9 years, which is kind of crazy. That is because I had twins twice, and that is intense. So I really don't need anything else. I also really don't need a YouTube channel work-wise or otherwise. Like otherwise, yes, but work-wise, I don't need more work. I have enough to do. But for me, as a woman who is now 40 and her youngest child is out of diapers, I want to find what I want to do. You know, I'm by profession, I'm a registered nurse. I worked in that profession for quite a few years, and I feel like, wow, I should have been a makeup artist. I should have studied this when I was 16 or 18. You know, I could be, who knows where I could be right now. So I do have clients once in a while. A lot of people are really intrigued by me, like when they meet me on the street or something like this, and ask me about my makeup, or like ask me for my business card. They are intrigued by me, but sometimes it's like they get scared because I am the kind of person who would tell the client that, you know what, you could do it this way, you could do it that way. There are a lot of makeup artists who just, you know, where the clients come with a certain picture out of a newspaper or from like online, whatever, and they say, this is how I want to look. And I hate that, because it's not copy and paste, not in makeup and not anywhere in the world, like in nothing in life, it's copy and paste. So I hate that. I hate creating like cookie cutter copies of Instagram models or something like this, you know. First of all, it's impossible because you cannot Photoshop yourself in real life. It's just, you know, it's not possible. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. I didn't even want to do that. But anyway, it's just like a look into my profession, or where I stand as a makeup artist, that I feel like I want to really see people for what they are and the potential that they maybe even haven't seen themselves yet. So that scares people, and that's why I'm not so much into doing makeup on other people anymore, because I don't want to move away from my position that I want to do the makeup the way that I see them, you know, and people don't want that so much. They are scared. So anyway, that is that. There was actually a question the other day in under one of my videos where someone said, why don't you do makeup so much on other people anymore? And that is really the answer, because, you know, I don't want to feed this thing that everybody needs to be the same. So that was just that. Yeah. Okay. So question number 2. What made you want to start YouTube? I had created my channel by mistake, I think in like 2004 or something like this. And I don't know, at some point I just felt, when my youngest child was, I think, 1.5 years, I felt I need something. I was also in the middle of a very big health struggle related to an eating disorder, and I felt like I need to concentrate on something, to find myself in something, or to, like, I don't know, anchor myself in a certain way to something that gives me a purpose. and that's what it was, and that's how I started my channel. I don't even know how I had the courage to do it, because I had nothing to work with besides faith and hope and that's it. I had no material to work with besides like dollar store makeup, and I don't know, but I knew that I wanted to be a beauty YouTuber. I knew that I loved colors. I knew that this is going to be me. I just didn't know how to go about it, how to get there. And yeah, and so here we are. It's now almost a year and a half later, and and we're doing okay. All right, question number 3. What is your channel about? Do you stick to one niche or do you cover a few? So I would say, if I would break it down, I would think it's like 80% beauty related topics or makeup looks or things like this, and then 10% lifestyle and 10% wrapping tutorials, because obviously you see that I'm wrapping my hair for religious reasons, and that is also what I'm trying to pass on to people who are interested. So I'm doing one wrapping related video per week, and besides that I have at least 3 videos per week, but usually it's way more than that. Usually it's like 5 or 6. So yeah, so that is that. So I'm covering 3 topics, but my main emphasis is of course on the makeup, because that is my main passion, and I think also this is my calling. This is more than anything else, that is my calling. Question number 4. Did you always know YouTube would be a side gig, or do you ever want to be a full-time YouTuber? I would definitely love to be a full-time YouTuber. I feel that this really could be my place here, I know that I had some growing pains also in the beginning, and even now it's not easy. I'm not sitting here and being totally relaxed or anything. I'm always very, very nervous still, but I'm getting there, and I think I'm doing okay, and I gain confidence and I gain knowledge about myself and about the makeup that I'm working with, and about the whole beauty community and everything. And with time, I think we're all growing, and I so can see myself being a full-time YouTuber. It would make so much sense for me. I don't know if like for brands, or I don't know, for other, for my viewers or something, if that would make sense for them, because, I cannot, because of where I live, and I keep saying that, but if you're new here, then you don't know, I live in Israel, and everything that is makeup related, in order for it to get to me, it takes forever and a day. So that's why my channel, I don't know if it can ever be about really like having new releases and being the first one online to show you this is how the palette looks, this is what, I don't know if brands would ever be interested really in my channel. I would hope so, that they could see beyond that, but I think it is a big deal in the beauty community to be the first one to have a video up on a certain palette, on a certain new release, and that can never be my thing, even though I would like it, but I cannot because of where I live. So anyway, I could totally see myself being a full-time YouTuber. I hope so. I'm working hard for it, and that also connects to the beginning when I told you that I'm less and less doing really makeup on other people, because I'm sort of steering more into like the beauty community here on YouTube, and also looking into creating my own makeup. That is really more where I see myself going. All right, question number 5. What is your schedule like? When do you film? When do you edit? So I film very, very early in the morning. I'm getting up at 3:30 every morning. I'm starting to film at 4:30, and by the time I have to wake up my kids, I'm done filming. I have done my makeup, obviously. And well, that is to say that this is when I'm filming a makeup look. It happens this early. If I'm not filming a makeup look and I'm filming like now a chatty video, that is usually that I'm filming it after breakfast, after my kids are in school. So I have the house quiet, and I had my makeup time for myself, or I also filmed the look in the morning. So, but no matter what, I always get up at 3:30, and I start sitting here in my studio to do my makeup at 4:30, no matter if I'm filming or not. When it comes to editing, that is then in the morning hours, if I'm really, really lucky and I have nothing else that is like really pressing that I have to do. So that is usually after I've filmed a video like this, which is then going to be after breakfast, then filming, and then editing or running errands or whatever. Sometimes I have to edit at night once the kids are in bed. So it really depends, but I'm trying to here and there, you know, put in another half an hour or something like this in order to get it done so I can go to bed at a reasonable hour, because I have to get up so early. But yeah, so the filming is definitely always done either at 4:30 in the morning or then at like 8 or 8:15 once the kids are in school. Yeah, so that is basically what it is. The next question, wait, did I answer everything? Yeah, okay. So the next question number 6. How do you keep your YouTube channel organized? Do you plan videos ahead or just film what you feel like? I'm a bit of a control freak in a lot of ways. I like to be very, very organized. I like to pre-film because I never know what happens in my life, because several reasons. Of course, I have a very big family. There's always someone getting sick, or always, you know, there's always something that happens that comes in between. So when I think, well, I really wanted to film this and that I cannot do it because I have to take a child to the doctor, or I have to, like, I don't know what, you know, there's always something. Then of course also we are living in a very war-prone zone where we have the occasional war, and I'm not trying to like make this sound silly or something, but it is really like on average a war per year, and that means that we have to be really close to the bomb shelter, and that means that I cannot film in that time on those days. So I have to pre-film. I have to be organized. Sometimes I lose a bit track of what I filmed already. That is a bit of a problem, and I'm in the learning curve for that, to know what, or also to know how to film it so it is less time sensitive, you know, to not refer in the video to something that is coming up or so, something that makes it like that you have to release it now, you know what I mean? So that is that. So but other than that, I think I'm doing okay. But I'm learning how to like organize myself, that also not all the same kinds of videos are going up at the same time, like only neutral looks or only chatty videos or only this or that, you know. So it's a little bit mixed up, and it stays also interesting for the people that are watching me. How do you feel about sponsored videos on YouTube? Would you ever do one on your channel? I so have to agree with Karen's answer there in this on this question, because she also said, you know, ever since she started to do YouTube, she understands it more than before. Before she sort of judged it a little bit more and was like, I would never do that. And I feel the same way too. Before I started YouTube, and when I saw people doing sponsored videos, I was like, ugh, why? You know, like really. And now I feel differently about it, because I know how much goes into videos, how much goes in the setup, how much like time and effort and money. Don't even start about the money. It's insane. It's insane. Like if you don't get help from a brand, if you're not at the place yet where you're getting PR from brands, or maybe you never will, you know, but you still want to do this, it is super expensive until you actually earn something from doing this. And then it's also not going to be a lot, you know, unless you have like 1 million subscribers plus, you know. So it is, to be really, really real here, it is super, super expensive. And I totally get it that people, YouTubers do sponsored content. And I think they should, as long as they are open about it. I would always think, but just because when I think about me, if I would ask to do a sponsored video about something that I'm convinced about, you know, something that I actually really stand for, I would never think that a person can really 100,000% say that I'm not biased to say something good about this product, even though maybe it is not as good as you make it sound. We are all people here, you know. You know, I think one has to keep it in mind that when it is a sponsored video, the YouTuber is going to be leaning towards that product, because that's just how it is. You know, you don't want to bash something that is that you're being paid for. Like, I get it, you know? You have to be careful, you have to be open about it, and maybe if you have like critique of the product, then you can voice it in like a nice way, but I would never think that anyone who has a sponsored content would bash the product like openly, you know? It like that, I don't think that would ever happen. So one has to always keep that in mind, you know, when there is sponsored content. But with all of that being said, I totally get it, and I would do it. I would be very open about it, but I would definitely do it because, you know, a girl needs help. What can you do, you know? So anyway, just so you know, if I get asked and if I like the product, or if I would like to try the product, I would definitely do it. But I would be totally honest about it, that this is sponsored content, and that you have to make your own decision about, you know, do you believe it or not, sort of, you know? This sounds very, I don't know if this comes across the wrong way. I hope not. Let me know. Anyway, all right, question number 8. What do you think is the biggest challenge of doing YouTube part-time? I think that really it is my family, because like, for example, right now my kids are on Hanukkah vacation. So I'm filming this on December 25th, which is in the middle of my Hanukkah vacation. And for everybody who celebrates Christmas, Merry Christmas. Anyway, by the time you see this, Christmas is over. So anyway, yeah, so my kids are on Hanukkah vacation. I'm working full-time as far as I'm concerned. Hour-wise, what I'm working during the day, even if I don't have clients, I'm working full-time. I need a lot of hours in the day for like doing my makeup, having photo shoots, filming, editing, doing thumbnails, doing laundry for 9 people, you know, doing grocery shopping, running errands, taking kids to doctors and checkups and therapies and whatever. I'm working full-time. But, you know, my kids tell me, Mommy, we don't ever do anything during vacation. Can't we go and do something, you know? And that always cuts into the time that I have allotted to work on my business, you know, because this is my business. I'm growing a business, and that is hard. I find that really, really hard and really challenging, because I always feel guilty. I always feel guilty that I should do more with my kids. I should love to now want to go with them to the park or to the zoo or to the I don't know where. But I feel like I really, really would just like, I would love to just sit and edit and have peace and quiet and can concentrate on, you know. So yeah, I find that really, really challenging. Besides that, what I also find challenging is waiting for the growth. And yes, we have been growing nicely compared to, like, I guess others have growth spurts like you wouldn't believe, but they also have other content, you know. So I have a very, very small niche of people who also like rapping, or who get inspired by that, or who at least like to watch it, who want to also have lifestyle videos. And sometimes I also have some religious content, which is also not for everybody. And then also my makeup style is maybe not for everybody. So my niche gets smaller and smaller, you know. And that is a little bit hard, because then the people you reach, they really need to be sort of custom made for you, or they have to be really like have a big heart and like you as a person enough that they'll, you know, they'll just take the content that they don't like with the good stuff, like what they like, you know what I mean? So for me, this is a challenge, because I would really like to see me going like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 people. And you know, it you need a lot of patience, you really do. So anyway, that is hard for me. I do get it. I'm not expecting miracles, you know. I'm also putting in the work. I'm not waiting for anything to just plop down into my lap. But if you want to do this not just as a hobby but as a business, and you're waiting also to like make something of it in order to support your family, which I obviously have to because we're having such a big family, then it is a challenge to be patient and you know, to do your thing and hoping that at some point something is gonna come around by doing this. But besides the fact, I know that this is my place, and no matter what happens, no matter if a brand will ever see me, or if I ever get like real PR on a significant level, or if I make sponsored videos, or I don't know what, if I ever grow to a significant number or anything, I know that I have found myself here. I have found myself here, and this is my biggest lesson that I'm taking away from my YouTube channel, that I learned so much about myself here, about my own character, about what is in me, what my potential is, and about all the things that I still need to learn and all of that. So for me, that is really the main thing that, like, behind the scenes, that I'm taking away from being here. And I hope to continue this. I hope that we're gonna have growth, and we're gonna enjoy our time here together. And yeah, so that is that. So I want to thank Karen Harris, of course, for introducing this beautiful tag to me. Thank you to Monica for creating the tag. And if you have a YouTube channel or something, then of course feel free to pick up the tag and do it too. And besides that, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did so, please give it a like. If you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you here next time for my next video. And up until then, go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.